as you are watching this video, I am probably in rehearsal somewhere singing La Vie Boheme. However, as is customary on this channel for when I myself am in Hell Week, I present you with yet another episode of Tales of Hell Week. If you are new to this channel or you are new to Theater Commandments, Tales of Hell Week videos are made up of stories about the crazy shenanigans that happen during Hell Week that are sent in to me via Theater Commandments and also from theater friends that I have in real life. So I'm gonna kick this off with a Hell Week story of my own, which we will simply call the Saga of the Flying Nun Hat. So about a year ago, I was in a show called Nunsense and I was playing Sister Mary Leo, and Sister Mary Leo wanted to be the first nun ballerina. That's why she is called Sister Mary Leo, because Leo, like leotard, you get it? Because she wants to be the first nun ballerina, during the show she has 2 solo ballet numbers, one of which was called The Dying Nun. If you want to know the definition of weird, it is doing a ballet about the convent cook who cooks a poisonous stew that kills almost all of the nuns in the convent while wearing a giant headpiece that is quite literally 3 feet wide, and at the end of said number having confetti dumped on your head from the 2nd level of the set. So as I just mentioned, I had to perform this ballet number while wearing a giant ridiculous hat. It was supposed to be the Sally Fields Flying Nun Hat, and I had just like a ridiculous number of problems with this frickin' hat. So the first time we got the hat and the first time I tried it on, I put it on and I attached it to my head and I said, yeah, it's kind of big, but it fits my head. It's all good. And so now fast forward to Tech Week, and I have to get this hat on over my nun's habit, and the hat would not fit on my head with the nun's habit on. So we had to attach an elastic band to the inside of the hat to make it fit. So we do that, we modify the hat, and then I put it on and go to perform the ballet with the hat on. And about 15 seconds into the ballet, the thing starts falling down towards my eyes. And keep in mind that the night that this is happening, the first time I noticed that the thing would fall in front of my face was the night that we had a photographer there. I am not kidding when I say there are show photos where I'm dancing and the hat is here. In addition to the hat falling in front of my eyes, the hat would also slowly start falling off as I was dancing. And keep in mind that the Dying Nun Ballet was not graceful or dainty. It was really frenetic and really crazy, and there was a point in it where I literally had to just run all over the stage. So because I was moving around like crazy and just jumping around, the thing would get jostled and it would just start falling off. So the next night in Tech, we pinned the band that would hold it to my head to my nun's habit to try to make it stay on better, but that still didn't fix the problem of the thing falling in front of my eyes. And so for the rest of Tech Week, we could not solve the problem of this hat either falling off or falling in front of my eyes, and for most of Tech Week, I was just dancing blind. And then on opening night, as I started dancing, I could feel the thing coming off, and I was just so annoyed with it, and I didn't want to be dancing blind in front of an audience, and I also had gotten injured earlier that day, so me dancing blind was just not at all safe. And so as I was on stage doing this ballet, I gracefully flicked it off. And then the next night, we finally figured out how to pin it to my head so it wouldn't fall off and it wouldn't blind me. And also, this hat was literally about 3 feet wide, and in the theater where I was performing the show, the passageway between the wings is pretty narrow at a couple of spots, and it was narrow enough that with the hat on, I would have to tilt just to make it through the passageway. Alright, that's my story, so now let's get into the stories that you guys sent in. I was in a production of Godspell last fall, and we did a show for some students. The show was going well and getting geared up for the Act 1 finale, and then, right as the music from the band started, the power went out, all shut down, and we had to do this complicated dance number in the pitch black on stage with only a few working spots to help. The song we were singing? Light of the World. So I'm presently doing tech work for the producers at my school. Everything was okay until Hell Week. We come into rehearsal one day to be told by our director that our stage manager had had a heart attack. That very same day, no one can get in touch with one of the leads until he called the theater from jail asking for someone to pick him up. He'd been arrested. Then our tech director went to the hospital for reasons our director won't tell us. Alright, who the hell said the M word? My friends and I took weeks to refurbish a chair for Phantom of the Opera, and a leg broke off in the middle of a show, so we tried to break off the other 3 so it would look okay on stage. However, one leg wouldn't break off and it was time for the scene, so it went on with only one leg. We had rehearsals the other day, and because it's a school auditorium, there were still students walking through the halls. Usually things go smoothly and no one interrupts, but one day we were getting ready to start and some kid who isn't in the play opens the door to the right wing and yelled, "Put it in the butt!" Everyone started laughing and it has now become an inside joke. Moral of the story is now the doors to the wings lock. My neighbors just heard me shout, "Put it in the butt." I am almost 20 years old. This person had been annoying me backstage, so in final dress, whenever they walked on stage, I killed their personal mic, and as soon as they exited, I blasted it. You could hear every word she said. "Thou shalt not anger the stage manager." This happened during our first dress rehearsal. They had just painted part of the set unknown to the actors, and the lead had to sit on the edge of the stairs. Needless to say, the costumers were furious when they found the white paint all over the purple skirt 3 days before opening. We were rehearsing for How to Succeed, and I played Ovington. We had a gag about flashing my ass to the CEO of Worldwide Wickets because I'd have his rival college stamped across the boxers. Well, we were rehearsing the de-pantsing for the first time, and my boxers ripped and everyone saw everything. It was super embarrassing and caused so much unstoppable laughter that rehearsal got cancelled. Last October, my society did Jesus Christ Superstar, and during the temple scene there were 5 of us, including myself, who had to dance as we were prostitutes in the temple. Our costumes were standard belly dancing costumes, but with skirts instead of pants, which had coins on them that caused no end of trouble. At least one of us got tangled with another girl each performance, and on our last performance, myself and the girl dancing next to me got tangled, and we couldn't break away from each other. We ended up having to dance still attached to each other while another girl who was supposed to be selling carpets hit us with a rug to try and free us. And that concludes the stories. Thank you to everybody who sent in a story. Comment, like, subscribe, go check out Theater Commandments, follow me in all the links in the description. I'll see y'all next Friday.